Hola, this is Sharon, and I'm back. I think this is part 7. And let's see if it's too dark. Let me put this that a little better. See how that works. Okay, so I left off with this box pocket. And I'm filming a different angle here because it's on the side, and I want to try working in front of the camera. That's going to be a little hard for me, but I'll try it. So what I want to do is put a paper here to decorate this pocket, and I have this piece which is the opposite side of the dinosaur paper, and I measured it out, and I'm going to stick that on there. Well, we got a bunch of snow today. I went out for lunch at about 12. It was sunny. It was no snow. Everything was almost melted. And then I went back to work, and I don't have windows in the room I work in. And when I got out at 3:50, it was snowing so heavy I could hardly see. Thank goodness I work close to home. I was supposed to go to the store, but I was not going to try. And it snowed a couple of hours and then stopped. So we have about maybe 3 to 4 inches of snow. And my son is in Massachusetts, and I'm so worried, but he's staying with his girlfriend and her family. They have a spare bedroom for him, and they're taking care of my baby. Okay, there's the pocket. Now what I want to do is make a mini album within an album. Crazy, huh? But that's what I want to do. So I'm going to put this to the side. What I'm going to do is sort of what I've learned from watching Kathy Orta. So a lot of you might be familiar. It's little bits and pieces of different styles she's shown. So I'm using those card and envelope sets that you can get at Michael's. And because the page I'm using has red, I'm using that as the distress color around the pages. So using my handy dandy fired brick, and I inked up everything as much as I could all around, even in the creases, because it just might show. And the first thing I did here, let me move these papers a minute. I took the envelopes and I cut the edge off because we're going to have an opening here. And then because I don't have the triangle type envelope, those are a little better because they don't have where it goes down like this. But since these were the envelopes I have, so I'm going to put a piece of paper on top because we don't want, when our card goes in, that it should be taped down here, then we can't get it in all the way. So I plan to put this there, and then it will, and I put the tape here so that I won't stick anything there. So once we get it together, then that will be the step. Now I put the tape here, but before you put this tape, this stuff, and I got a wonderful envelope from New York. Thank you, New York. It came just in time. It's this Tyvek that Kathy Orta taught us about, and this stuff is so durable. You're going to be bending this back and forth. So I put a piece of Tyvek here, and I want to stick another one here. So I measured out how much I needed. It doesn't have to be perfect cut. It's going to be covered up. And I put my tape, And I want to put it on that folding piece. Let's see. I'm not used to working in front of the camera like this. Ay, ay, ay. I want it to come over. Okay, bear with me here. Okay, probably could have put a little bit more there, but good enough. And this way it'll protect that. You know, if the paper tears, the Tyvek's gonna still hold it together. See, I didn't do such. Oh, it's just a little flap, so the paper will cover that up anyway. And then, just in case, I'll put red on it just in case it might show someplace. Never know. All right. So now I've got my Tyvek on both, and I've got my tape, and I've got to align this up as closely as possible. So let me take off this tape. Well, not the tape, the backing. Okay, so I think it's probably best to line up your edge first, like that. And then if you got really good steady hands, I know. Hold on. I'm putting a clip there. Can't get it. This is hard working around the camera. And I'm so close. Probably think, too close. Okay, so I've got it lined up. This one needs a little bit better. Alright. Let's see how I got it lined up. And now, I'll lay it down. Press it together and pray it works. Did I do it right? I think I did it pretty good. Okay, so see how we have the middle now? Now that middle will be covered up. But first I want to do these two sides. So next, let me get rid of all this tape. It sure does pile up fast. I'm already crowded here with all my junk. Move this over here. Okie doke. So, see, binder clips come in handy for a lot of stuff. So you see how I have the tape here, not covering this section. And then I cut out some basic plain Recollections cardstock, and I'm going to put it here, but make sure you don't put it on the fold. Keep it away from the fold. So measure your envelope and make sure you have a little gap so you don't go on the fold. Did I say that enough? Fold, fold, fold. Avoid the fold. That's what Kathy Orta says. Not on the fold. She actually used a Yiddish word. She was, it was one where she's making, oh, I forgot to write down which one it was, but she was making like this, but with black cards. And she said, oh, it's got a little schmutz, so a little dirt. So see? A lot of people use Yiddish. Okay, so let's start near where the folding. I'm going to stand up here, because I don't want to get it there. Okay, so see how I'm leaving space there? So other paper is going to be on top of this, so you don't care that there's a little bit of a gap. So now we want to do that with the same over here. So let me know, is this angle okay, or do you prefer the other angle on the side like I've been doing? Tell me which one looks better to you. Easier for you to follow what I'm doing. Okay, where did I put the other paper for this? I didn't want to mix it up with, these are for the outside. This is it. Voila. Now, we have this ugly little piece here. I'm going to put these two here. So let's see, I need to put tape on both sides of this. I'll use my big tape. I'm going to put tape here, and then on the other half of the paper, put tape there. Now you could use glue too if you want, but I'm using this. Gonna run out. I'm gonna have to see if I can get some at the store tomorrow, if it's not a blizzard tomorrow. And so let's see, this goes up to about here, so then I want to put tape about here. I hope, because I need food. I don't have any food in the house. I was so sick the other day I didn't get to go, and then I was gonna go today, and then the storm, I could hardly see driving. No way. So I've been living off of cup of soup and toast. I have no milk, I have no eggs, I have no meat. I really need to go to the store. Okay, so that's gonna be that side. And then I gotta put here. Lots of tape. It's probably more economical to do the wet glue, but then I hate when it leaves like bumpiness. I gotta use the wet glue more because budget is very tight right now with me having to take those courses to keep my job. Gosh, they better not come up with anything else. It's like a catch-22. You think you've been working at a job for over 5 years, and then all of a sudden they're changing the rules. And you gotta have this and that, and it's just, can you tell I'm a little upset about it? Probably bored hearing about it already. I'm sorry. I gotta vent with somebody, and hubby's not here, but he'll be here tomorrow night. Yay! So scared for him to drive in this snow. My heart really goes out to all the truck drivers out there that no matter what the weather, they have to deliver the product, and they really put their life on the line. And you know what they get paid is really not that much for the hard job they do. Okay, got the tape. Oh, I hope I can do this right. So what I want to start with, I think, is just the bottom part first. You know, I really didn't need tape on both of them. That was dumb. Because this is going to stick to that. Ay, Dios. One of these days I'll learn. That's what I get for talking too much. So again, avoid the fold. You don't want it on the fold. I don't want to stick the top part together until I have this straight. Seth, I remembered not to put it on the bottom, but ay. Just take the whole thing off. Oh, let's see. I guess I'll take everything off here. Because it's going to be hard to take it off if it's halfway stuck. So think about your tape placement. Well, I should have thought about that. So before I put it down, I want to make sure. And maybe I'll turn it sideways so I can see about this alignment too. Oh, this is hard behind the camera. I don't know how perfect it is, but I'll be covering it with paper anyway. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, so we got our base like this. Then for the cards, again, you're going to have folding action. So you want the Tyvek, I think I'll put it on the inside. So I put tape on either side, on both sides, not either. So I folded it in half. It seems like it would be easier. So I want to make sure I'm getting it on both sides. Okay. Now it'll have a little resistance. Maybe the other one I'll put on the outside. But with use it's going to. And then it'll be covered up with paper. I'll put the other one on the outside. So here's my other piece. I always get confused which way to do this. I have to see my big old arm in front. That's what I don't like about having the camera in front of me. Okay, so we've got one with it on the outside, one with it on the inside. We're already at 20 minutes. So the way this works with the cards is you have this go in here. Yeah. And you have this one in here. And look at that. All this real estate for pictures. And it will fit perfectly in the pocket. So the next part will be, I'm going to cover these up with papers and make some things for it, and I'll share the end result of this. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Let me know, was this angle preferable, or do you like the other angle better on the side? Thank you.